All right, so as you all know, Mark Levin of Fox News has been going after Tucker Carlson pretty aggressively. He's been calling him Chatsworth Catarlson, is what he's been calling him. And it's all because Tucker released this like tepid statement when it was clear that war with Iran is on. He released a statement basically saying like, this is a bad idea, and the warmongers are Mark Levin and Sean Hannity and this person and that person. And, you know, shocking that left off his list of warmongers was Donald Trump. But he was trying to say, oh, these people are giving Trump bad advice, and I don't think they should do war with Iran. So he said that, and then, of course, Fox News goes into full-on propaganda mode, trying to make everybody frothing at the mouth, warmonger, really dark stuff. I'm having flashbacks to 2003 and the lead-up to the Iraq War. But Tucker Carlson went on Steve Bannon's show, Slappy Steve, and he said some interesting things. So let's start with this one here. Here, he just flat out says, like, Fox is a propaganda network. Watch.
So what is that? That's not by popular acclaim. That's not like their viewer surveys. Like, you know, we need a lot more Mark Levin. Less Jesse Waters, more Mark Levin. Mark Levin! What they're doing is what they always do, which is just turning up the propaganda hose to full blast and just trying to, you know, knock elderly Fox viewers off their feet and make them submit to a new war.
Turning up the propaganda hose to full blast and make the elderly audience support a new war. Damn, son. That's true. That is true. But Tucker, let's be serious. You were part of that propaganda machine. In fact, probably one of the main reasons you were fired is because of the $787 million lawsuit that one of the voting machine companies had against you guys for telling egregious lies. And in Discovery, what we learned is you knew you were spreading bullshit. You knew you were spreading bullshit the whole time. In fact, you were saying how much you hate Trump behind the scenes, and you were saying that, you know, that nothing good has come out of the Trump era, and I can't wait to stop talking about this guy. He's so fucking annoying. I hate him with a burning passion. So you were part of that propaganda machine, and you're, you know, one of the reasons why your network had to pay out $787 million. But now that that's in the past, okay, now you can be honest about it and say, yeah, these are propaganda assholes. And he's especially correct in the context of trying to push a new war. Oh my God, they are all in on that shit. You won't hear a single fucking dissenting voice. That's for shit sure. Well, he also further went after Mark Levin. Let's watch some of that here.
You really think that Mark Levin, like, cares how many Somalis are in Minnesota? No, not at all. The more the better.
So this argument is, oh, Mark Levin is not white nationalist enough. Oh, my God.
All he cares about is the projection of force, using American service personnel to fight faraway wars that have no material benefit, in fact, have massive downside for the United States. That's his whole orientation.
But why is that the platform of Fox, though? It's just not Mark. But why is Fox, like, all weekend, it's just cheerleading? It's exact. You can play side by side Iraq in 2003.
Oh, I was there.
And here, and what's happening today? Why is it why is this apparatus?
Well, Levin's the funniest because he's terrible on TV. And again, I never had any problems with him at Fox. He kind of controls Hannity in this weird way. I never understood what that was about. I never really cared to learn. Sean was great to me, always nice, and so was Levin. So I just like kind of stayed away. But they didn't want to put him on TV because he's like screechy and he's just not a calming presence. Not on TV, like, oh my, unless you're literally floating in and out of consciousness and the attendant has taken the remote to go have a cigarette, you're gonna flip the channel when Mark Levin gets on TV. It's like listening to your ex-wife scream about alimony payments. It's like, not appealing.
By the way, he's 100% correct about this. I mean, I've covered Mark Levin a few times. You could type in secular talk Mark Levin and see the things I've covered, but he's so right. Mark Levin sounds like a dying emu on his show. When he talks, I just want to run away. Like, it is so screechy, so hard to listen to. The fact that he has a TV show is just astonishing.
So they wouldn't put him on TV, and then, you know, Sean pushed and they gave him some kind of weekend show that nobody watched. Now I don't have a TV, but someone was just who owns a TV was just telling me that he's like all over prime time. So what is that? That's not by popular acclaim. That's not like their viewer surveys. Like, you know, we need a lot more Mark Levin. Less Jesse Waters, more Mark Levin. Mark Levin!
By the way, he's showing how they're all shitty by implying that Jesse Waters is like, that's where it's really at. Jesse Waters is really talented and really intelligent. Like, no, you're all a bunch of fucking assholes. You're all a bunch of fucking assholes.
What they're doing is what they always do, which is just turning up the propaganda hose to full blast and just trying to, you know, knock elderly Fox viewers off their feet and make them submit
This
to a
is
new war
this is
that's
where
not
the
in their interest.
this is where the population, the voters, are ahead of the political class and the media. The American people do not want any more engagement in a foreign war. They saw Iraq, they saw Afghanistan, and we're just out.
I think because
20
they're
years.
racist. I think, is that what you're saying? They're just bigots.
So
What? What are you talking about?
so why is Fox continue to pound that?
Because they really, really mean it. And you saw they really mean it. I mean, there is a kind of sincerity there that I respect. I don't know why they fired me, but I think no one ever told me.
Okay. I love that they're fighting. I love that he called Fox a propaganda network. But let's also keep in mind, he's still a propagandist as well. He's just a paleo-conservative propagandist as opposed to a neoconservative propagandist. But having said that, he's still providing Trump cover. So they're fighting over war with Iran. Tucker doesn't want to do it. Mark Levin wants to do it, right? But he's still providing Trump cover. Look at this from the same fucking interview with Steve Bannon. This is incredible. This is so immensely dishonest. Watch this.
And the incentives to pull the U.S. in are so profound. I guess if I could just say one political thing, the watching Donald Trump, who of course you know very well, who I think at core is sincere about peace.
The guy who just greenlit a massive war against Iran. Yeah, he's sincere about peace.
Is sincere about peace.
Big time.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah.
Big time. I mean, that's real. Watching him done so wrong. The lies. Oh, he knew all along. You know, the peace process was fake. Steve Witkoff was playing along. That is a lie. That's a lie. I know. That's a lie. Those guys meant it.
Bald-faced lie.
It's a total lie.
Trump literally said it. Trump said, of course I knew all along. Of course. Tucker, the U.S. removed our troops from our bases in the region just before the attack. You wouldn't do that unless you know and you greenlit it. See, this is such fucking cope. It's the people around Trump who are manipulating him. I feel bad for him. He's obviously right and his heart's in the right place. Or it's fucking not. Or it's not, and you're denying his incredible record of immense warmongering in his first term as well.
All these people that Mark Levin and all of the minions who are running cover for a foreign government, they're all telling that same lie. And I feel for President Trump, and I don't know this, I'm just guessing, but at this point, I feel like he just has to kind of roll with it.
Oh my God, this is such horseshit. No, Mark Levin is telling the truth when he says Trump is down with this. Trump greenlit this. In fact, here's a video from the G7. Trump refuses to join G7 leaders in calling for de-escalation between Israel and Iran. European heads of state were caught huddling in quiet corners, side-eyeing the one man on Earth who thinks global war is good optics for a birthday week. So this is right after that. Take a look. Here you have Meloni, the Italian prime minister. Look at how they're looking at each other.
Nothing official yet. They haven't turned on the microphones, and sometimes they can pick something up in the side
Look at him. Look at him.
conversations. But
Look at him. So Trump goes to the G7. He's like, no, I like war. No de-escalation, escalation. And there's Tucker like, bro, I feel really bad for him, bro. Like, I mean, he means well and he believes in peace, but he just like, was duped into green lighting this war with Iran, which, by the way, he's on the campaign trail in 2024 saying Israel should hit Iran's nuclear sites. They should hit the nuclear sites. So what everybody needs to understand is there are no good guys in this fight. There are no good guys. There are the warmongers who are just open and direct about the fact they want war with Iran. And then there are the ones who say, well, strategically, I don't really agree. And also, Trump is being duped by people, but he means well, and he's still right. And I'm actually America first when I say this isn't a good idea. None of them are just telling it like it is, which is Trump's a warmonger. Trump is fucking wrong. This is a war crime. This is an illegal and offensive invasion against a country that wasn't attacking us in any way, shape, or form. And I'm leaving MAGA over this. That's the actual correct position. And on that front, I will give credit to Dave Smith, who says now Trump should be impeached. He apologized for voting for him and said Trump should be impeached. He's the one guy who actually is like, all right, I'm done. Red line. We're done here. So let him fight, y'all. Let the right-wingers go at it. We love to see it. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop. And watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.